Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing freaking amazing. Seriously, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah.
I love it. So, what's your name?
My name is Renee.
Renee. Awesome, Renee. And what state are you in?
I am in Texas.
In Texas.
Right outside Dallas.
Right outside Dallas. I love it. How's the weather like right now there? Is it freezing?
Not currently. It's been storming a lot, but the last probably week and a half it's been 80 one day, and then it'll drop down into 20s the next day. So we're on a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's how it's been. Like, it's supposed to be like in the 60s this whole week, and then last week it was in the 80s.
It was 80 yesterday.
Yeah,
it dropped down to 35.
I hate the cold. It is horrendous.
It really is, but we get through it.
Right? All right, let's knock this out for you. Seriously, appreciate you a ton calling and everything like that. You guys, a lot of people don't understand, like, I feel like this is going to help a lot of people too, because everyone's going to be able to relate instead of just a talking head all the time and he's saying the same thing. So seriously, appreciate this.
And I appreciate too. I was just with the trainer for 3.5 months, and I just told him actually 2 days ago that it wasn't working out because I've been with him, like I said, 3.5 months, and nothing has happened.
Nothing has happened. Well, I'm gonna figure out what's going on and why you're not getting the results. So, how old are you?
I'm 36.
36, and then how tall?
5'4".
5'4", and then what's the weight at?
212.
212. All right. Are you working out?
Yes.
How many days a week?
6.
6 days a week. What are your workouts like?
I have them like a split going, so I'll have like a leg day, then I'll have chest and triceps, back and biceps. I do try to put cardio in there at least 3 days a week for at least 30 minutes. Working on that portion.
So
I'm just trying to split everything.
So you're not doing cardio and weight training every day together? You're either doing weights or you're doing cardio?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go with moderately active. If you were doing, and you said 5 days a week, right?
For strength training, yes.
So you're doing weights. Are you doing the weights and the cardio on the same day, some days?
So like one day it'll be just a cardio day.
Uh-huh.
Then I have my rest day, and the other days are strength training days. And if I'm up to it, then I'll do maybe the treadmill or Stairmaster or something like that if I'm not exhausted by that point.
Got it. All right, sweet. So I'm going to go moderately active. If you're doing both cardio and weights on the same day, then I would do the third activity level from the calorie calculator. But with the moderate one, you're right at 2,000 calories. How many calories have you been eating?
He had me at 1,700 to 1,800.
All right, that's actually not terrible. It's not terrible. Yeah. It's still under by 200 to 300 because the calorie calculator gives me 19 to 2,000 calories basically when I round up. It's 5 calories off. How many? What have you been eating?
Well, he was giving me a meal plan, and I had questioned it a few times because some of the stuff he was having me eat looks like stuff that I normally wouldn't eat, like a lot of prepackaged things.
Really? Like what?
He would have me get a lot of those snack packs of things, like a small bag of popcorn or chips or something like that. And
what?
I didn't even buy that stuff anyway. So it got to a point where I just wouldn't do that. But typically it was a protein shake with a bunch of stuff in it in the morning, and then a couple days a week I would have 2 of those, and then a meal in the afternoon, and then a snack of either carrots or beef jerky or something like that.
Have you been hitting your 1,700 calories every day?
In the beginning, no, because I was struggling with food has always been my struggle point. So trying to get out of the mindset of that, I need to eat super low calorie to get results. So getting to 1,700 was a bit of a challenge because I was so used to being at 1,000 or 1,100, something like that. But I'm now at the point where I can get to that 1700, but trying to get past that, I do still kind of struggle with.
All right, so we got to definitely, obviously, it is what it always is. It's the calories, and people are under eating, and that's why I definitely want to do these calls so everyone can see, like, everyone really is under eating.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's just the thing. Like, these trainers and nutritionists and so many people out there, like, oh, eat this, this, and this. It's like, why are we eating that? There's no nutritional value to popcorn.
Yeah, and even before then, I was with the nutritionist before, and her first thing was to put me on some kind of diet pill, and I was like, that's not really going to solve it.
What?
Long term. Yeah, it was an appetite suppressant. So I think saw her for like a month, and I was like, no, this isn't the move for me.
Seriously.
So.
This is why so many people are struggling around the world with weight loss. This is exactly it. There's so much noise out there. And when people have been struggling for weight loss for so long, they try all these different things, and then they come to the conclusion, like, I'm never going to get results.
Exactly. That's why I was like, let me try the trainer. He was virtual. Same thing like the last lady, $250 a month to try and figure it out. And I look almost the exact same as I did when I started with him back in December. Like, the inches have moved, but outside of that, like, there really hasn't been much change outside of that. So, kind of stuck. Like I said to him, I felt like I was on an ocean in an island by myself, and I really didn't know where else to go or what else to do, because I feel like I've been trying everything and nothing's really been happening.
Yeah, definitely is the calories. Definitely we need to change up what we're eating too. Let me ask, what was your morning smoothie? What was in that?
Goodness gracious, it was like a laundry list.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there was like 7 things in there. He would have me put in a protein powder, then I would do like the collagen powder, then he would have me put chia seeds in there, mixed berries, spinach, and almond milk. I think that's everything. So it was a hefty shake that I would have. It'd be like 400 calories just off that shake alone. But he wanted me to do that every morning. And I was like, I can't eat that every single day. Or at least even twice a day, because he would have me do that twice a day some days.
Or to want to make it. That's like the most inconvenient thing ever. Like, I'm not Betty Crocker.
It was an adventure every morning.
Like
15 minutes just to get the stuff ready.
Yeah, that's craziness. It's all about convenience, making it easy. Like, I don't know how long you've been watching or following on TikTok, but all my meals are so simple. Like last night, I don't know if you were on the live last night when I was trying to shred chicken breast. That was quite an adventure. There's chicken everywhere.
Part of the fun of cooking. But I think I'm watching for about 2 months now, and then jumping onto the lives whenever they pop up on my feed. But there's a lot of good information coming from you, which is why I was excited for this. So like, maybe he can kind of guide me in the right direction a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Make this weight loss thing so freaking easy. Let me ask you, have you changed anything yet? Have you changed anything of what you've been doing after watching my stuff on TikTok or going to the website or anything like that?
I went to the website to look at your fitness routines, like your workout routines, and started implementing some of those. Because he had me working off of this app, and I don't think he was really paying attention to what he was doing, because he would just throw like a ton of things in there. There'd be like 9 different workouts, and they'd have sets anywhere from 3 to 7 sets of things, and I'm like, it'd take me 2.5 hours just to get through one of them.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I'm doing too much, and that's why I'm having a secondary issue, because I'm just literally all over the place in the gym trying to do all these workouts. So I have been utilizing the ones off of your site. And they've
been like, you've been able to use them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The last call, they were like, yeah, I couldn't get them to work. So I'm like, are they not working?
No, it sometimes also depends. Like, if you're in the gym and there's like bad reception, then you won't be able to see them. But typically I just watch them and write down everything and then go into the gym with a plan. so I know what I'm doing.
Sweet. So the workout programs have been making it easier for you in the gym because they're pretty honed in on chest day and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's more specific, and it's not just exercise after exercise after exercise. It really kind of feels like you're doing the same thing, just on different machines. Yours is just much more, it's more clean. So
sweet. I appreciate it a ton. That's what I'm trying to do, is just make everything so easy. So what cardio are you doing then when you do cardio?
Usually it was just the treadmill, or like I said, the stair stepper if it's available. My gym's kind of small. I just signed up with another one though. But really all they have is like ellipticals and treadmills, and that's about it. Outside, that's trying to walk when the weather's nice.
Got it. All right, so what we got to definitely do is hone in on this food. We need to change some things up. If you want to keep doing those shakes, you can. That's Betty Crocker for me. I don't got time to do that. I barely want to even make my coffee in the morning, and that's just 1 scoop. And True Meal's 2 scoops. But what we need to do, what have you been doing for lunch? Because it sounded like you were having an actual meal for lunch.
Yeah, so like today I was making I had some grilled chicken thighs that I had made up yesterday, so I was having those, and actually was trying to figure out what carb I wanted to have with it. So I have like some brown rice that I was going to mix with some cilantro and lime, kind of like a faux chipotle bowl, if you will. But really just trying to make sure that I have a veggie and a meat as much as possible. But then with the shakes, I feel like I have to overdo it at lunch to try and make up for what I know I'm not going to hit, just having like a shake in the morning, which I'm not getting a ton of protein out of, seems like.
No, you're adding a lot of different carbs, and then it's just straight carbs is what you're adding. You're adding the veggies, the chia seeds, gonna be some fats and stuff like that. So what are you doing for dinner then?
Honestly, I don't know what I was going to do for dinner. I hadn't thought that far.
No. Like, what have you been doing in the past? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why you're not getting results.
Usually it's because he had me pretty high with the carbs. I'm trying to remember what he had me at, like 180 grams of protein and like 170 grams of carbs. So I was trying to fit in all those carbs. So usually it's a lot of either brown rice or like potatoes. He had me eating a lot of like golden potatoes.
Dear God in heaven. Keep going.
But that, and then just whatever veggies that I normally eat, which is usually like broccoli, zucchini, a squash, cabbage, something like that. But it was very carb heavy.
Yeah, I would say. And before bed. All right.
Yeah.
I'm about to get the best results in 2 weeks than you ever have with this trainer in 3 months.
Well, I appreciate it because, like I said, it's $250 a month, and I was like, it's going nowhere except in your pocket, which good for you, but it's not helping me.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I do this for free. I stress out more than other people not getting results and they actually care about. That's why, like, at my gym, that's how it always was, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So people all the time are like, I'll do one-on-one coaching with you. I'm like, I don't want to do that because I'm going to care more most of the time.
Listen, that's all we ask for, that someone matches like our sense of urgency almost with where we're going on our fitness plan. So it's appreciated by everybody that you have that mentality.
Yeah,
sure.
It's the people who find their why and start to change and implement what I talk about. That's what drives me to do this all the time. So what I would do, start doing 2,000 calories a day.
Okay.
Don't change up your workouts. You're doing my workout program. That's great. Remember, there's no best workout program. Any workout program's going to be fine. So what we got to do is break up these 3 meals. We got to get dinner honed in. Why is dinner the hardest one for you?
Well, it's really kind of dependent upon how my work day is. I've recently changed to a new job so I can get things done early in the day, but before I was working until like 7 o'clock, and then trying to rush to get something done because I try to cook as much as I can.
Yeah, I don't blame
It
you.
would just be super late, and I know that if I eat carbs too late, then I sleep like crap the entire night because it's just so heavy.
100%. That is why you could still eat a big thing of chicken thighs and a veggie and go to sleep feeling amazing, waking up feeling great.
Yeah, so then I would run into issues where I would like, all right, well, let me not eat as much, and that cuts away from my caloric intake because now I'm not eating as much, and then it's like, it's that domino effect. So
yes,
that's really it. But
yes. This is why I want to do these calls, because it's going to open up so many people's eyes. Like, wait, that's what I'm doing. And then, I love this. All right. So what are we, what are we good with? Chicken thighs, ground beef, ribeye steaks, fish?
I'm good with all proteins are fine.
Okay, but this is even easier. So it just comes down to making it now. Just making it, portion size it out, and you're golden.
Now, do you recommend like snacks and things like that?
No.
Or just straight 3 meals and keep it trucking?
I like 3 meals a day because you're already so busy. You're having a hard time getting in dinner and breakfast. So there shouldn't be any time for snacks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I get it though, but what are we snacking on? We're snacking on popcorn. We're snacking on chips. What we snack on, meat and cheeses is great. Jerky, great. Pork rinds, great. The different whips, the cheese crackers are going to be fine. It's just... we shouldn't be hungry to be able to snack. If we're snacking, we're most of the time going to overeat for our next meal to where we're not going to be able to hit our calories.
Which makes sense.
So when you find yourself... what was that?
I said, do you just suggest then really keeping it at meat and veggies and just load up on that just to make sure you're satiated?
100%. And then once you start seeing the results after 1 week, if you hit your calories after one, I promise you this, you hit your calories, you hit 2,000 calories every day for an entire week with just meat and veggies. I'm talking green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, peas, spinach, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You're going to get better results in 1 week than you ever did with this trainer you had for 3 months.
Okay. Yeah, and I think it really was just the amount of carbs and kind of where he was placing them that was an issue as well. But nope, this makes sense.
It is. He was filling you up with a ton of carbs. Do you have any underlying conditions like PCOS, Hashimoto's, hypothyroid, insulin resistance, type 1, type 2 diabetic?
Diabetes runs in my family, so I am on the pre-diabetic side.
So probably insulin resistant.
I did tell him that. So I was like, I really don't think I should have that many carbs. But he's like, oh, no, it'll work out because you're working out, and so the carb will burn off. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. But
it doesn't, because your blood sugar is just skyrocketing. So. Yep, there's the title. Everyone's like, oh, there's a title. They're a doctor. They know everything.
Yep.
All right, so that's what I would do. Like I said, like I'm not telling you what to do, but that's what I would do. And there's a reason why people are getting those results. We got to control blood sugars. That's the name of the game, is controlling blood sugars. You were taking in over 170, 180 grams of carbs, and then you weren't taking in enough calories. So we're spiking blood sugars. We're not giving the body enough nutrients and stuff like that. You're working out, breaking down lean muscle mass, not taking in enough protein to feed that muscle so it repairs itself and everything. But that's what I would fix. What you're eating and then taking in the right amount of calories. And I promise you, within 2 weeks, you're going to be like, holy cow, I cannot believe how much better I feel. And my pants are looser. And please, please, please go off your before and after photos. Who cares what the scale says?
Yeah. I'll definitely do that, because that's kind of what I was doing before, because I had lost 15 pounds before I started with him. And I was like, well, let me start to incorporate the exercise part. And it just went all off track.
Exactly. As we build lean muscle mass and lose fat at the same time, the scale's not going to really change.
Right. Yeah, I'm not so much concerned about the scale. It's more about body composition and things like that, because you could be super healthy looking 200-pound individual versus someone who's 150. So that portion doesn't really matter to me anymore, which was difficult to try and get out of that mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this will be perfect. Thank you so much.
No. Don't thank me. Seriously, thank you. Like, you don't understand how many people like this call is going to help. And then when you change and incorporate all that and you start to get results, that's when it's going to be really eye-opening for everybody.
I'm ready for it. Definitely.
Awesome. Well, have an amazing day. Remember that why. And I'm telling you, you'll start to get results. Just meat, veggies, hit your calories. That's it.
Absolutely. Keep it simple.
Exactly. Have an amazing day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go. Let's go. I love this. Why didn't I do this years ago? All right.